Alright, here I am again. I don't know if anybody out there reads my bulletins that I put out, but if they don't, um, I'll explain what's happening right now. I am starting to get out in the woods and stuff, and I've put out some trail cams the other couple weeks ago, but I decided to go to this other place and put a cam out. And this is the place where I saw the white creature running across the road, or scampering, or whatever you want to call it. But so I went out there thinking, oh boy, so he's been out there. And well, I did a 2-hour video of the trip, and it was chock full of exciting things that are going on. And I did find my quarry. I did find the white fur again. But that's not the total. There's just so much to it. But anyway, one thing that I've always told people is that I don't think I'm going to get them on a trail cam. I think what I'm dealing with is a creature that is mechanically inclined, to say the least, and can do things. Now, I don't know how they do it. It could be just a natural thing that, they know how to rub two sticks together or something, and it creates an electric field. I don't know, but anyway, I put out a camera again, and I always put a camera out to see if anybody's following me. And I put this camera out, and it's one of those cams you put on your head and stuff, on your helmet, a helmet cam. And I just stuck it on a little trunk and faced it out. And anyway, I turned it on. Well, as anybody knows who's ever had one of these things, you can't just turn it on and off easily. You have to push down on the button and hold it down for a few seconds before it turns on. And to do it again, you forcefully have to push down on this rubber button and forcefully hold it down so it will turn off. Well, this has happened before in this place. The machine, when I came back home, instead of having one video on it, had 3 videos on it. Now, this machine, like I said, cannot turn itself off and on by itself. It's an impossibility. But for some reason, it turned itself off twice and then turned itself back on while I was out there. Now, like I said, I have had other times where I go out and I take video of this area, and I've come home and I've not had the video on my video camera. Yet, when I was out in the field, I saw the video, and, well, I don't know what happened to it. And then there's this other place that I went, and the same thing happened, but it's always when I deal with these creatures. It seems like, well, I can speculate, but it seems like they're turning things off and on, and they can erase things. I don't know if... Okay, here's the hard part about this, is that sometimes I can go out in this woods and I can sit, and I can be out there 7 hours, and I don't remember being out there 7 hours. I remember being out there for, it seemed like, a few hours, but I don't remember why I'm out there for 7 hours. Like, I'll get out there and it'll be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm like, wow, it's 4 o'clock. And I don't really know where the time goes. But anyway, this year is getting very exciting. I found my quarry. I have 2 hours of video to show everybody. I figured, instead of just chopping it up and saying, okay, here I am, and this is what I'm looking at, and all this kind of stuff like I've done in the past, I'm going to show you exactly what I do, how I go about doing stuff, and how I follow what I'm following, and all that, and etc., etc., etc. This one is interesting because, as you'll find out in the video, that they actually took a tool of mine, which was a pocket knife, and used it to cut the hair off of themselves this year, instead of using a broken bottle or whatever else they could find, or whatever. I don't know how they do things, but I had put this penknife out there thinking, oh, that might be nice, and I wonder if they'll use it. And I left it open. And right next to that was a couple piles of fur. They had just used it while sitting there. And so that's very exciting and interesting. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to start getting into putting together the 2 hours of video, which would be like 12 segments, because I have to do it in 10-minute things. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and see you later.